big news is that interest rates dropped from about 8% to somewhere in the low sevens, depending on where you look. My thought around that is more the same of where I've been. Is that's a great drop. So if anybody who's been looking, who's been thinking about looking, it could be an opportunity to get in. What it means for the future, I don't know. And I listen to a lot of economists and read a lot of economists, and it's kind of all over the place. But with buyers, it's kind of the same. If you are looking for a place to live in, it still makes sense to be purchasing now, and that interest rate drop could be just enough to either get you to where you wanted to be in the type of home you can buy, or maybe even potentially increase it and create an opportunity there. But everything's an opportunity. But if you're going to live in it, it still makes sense. Buyers have leverage. We have seen the number of active listings go up a little bit year over year and month over month. We are seeing steady number under contract though. So it just kind of looks good for a buyer negotiation standpoint. I've said this before, I'll say it again. If we see a big drop in interest rates down into like the low sixes even, I think we're going to start seeing bidding wars again. And, our home prices have continued to increase slowly. But if we see an interest rate drop into those low sixes, we're going to see a massive increase. So if you time it out right, get it done now, you can refinance then, and then get in your lower rate without getting that big price bump. Some lenders I've seen offer, we'll give you a free rate finance in the first 3 or 5 years or whatever, if you do get a loan with us now, because a lot of people are anticipating an interest rate drop. Whether they get it or not, I don't know. But if we do see that interest rate drop, which with everything going on in the world, we could see it, it'd be better to get in something now and get a lower interest rate later. That's what I would be looking to do, especially if I was looking to live in a place. For investors looking right now with this interest rate drop, it's all, they still got to work with their numbers, but a lot of investors are dealing with cash. So they're kind of leveraging that in this slower environment. And the interest rate probably affects them a little bit less, but if it increases competition, it's going to affect them more, of course. And with the interest rate drop for sellers, again, in this market, just kind of stay the course. If you're not selling, do reasonable periodic price drops. If you're not selling, if you're not getting the number of showings that you expect, just be aware that there's fewer buyers out there right now. But hopefully we will see more buyers enter the market with lower interest rates, especially if they stay at this or even maybe drop lower in the spring. But for all we know, they could go up in the spring. We don't really know, but obviously the spring is just a more active market. Stick to the strategy. You only change the strategy if there is a massive shift in what we see going on.